Emilia Romagna. The first race in Europe this season will be hosted in Emilia Romagna in Imola. Autodromo International Enzo Dino Ferrari. May my teeth no come out. It's a 4.909 kilometers, that's 3.050 mile motor racing track, which is anti-clockwise, one of the anti-clockwise track on the calendar. Located in Emilia Romagna region of Italy, that's in Imola, about 40 kilometers east of Bologna. The circuit was named after the Ferrari car company owner, that's Enzo Ferrari, and his son Alfredo Dino Ferrari. It's an F1 grade 1 licensed track, and it's a great track. There are times that they call it San Marino Grand Prix. It was also called Italian Grand Prix at a point in time. It has encountered so many configurations because of how dangerous the track was at that time. And that's the same track that caused the death of Ayrton Senna in 1994. They've made a lot of changes to it, and there's another change coming in towards this race on Sunday. Imola could not host a race last year because of the rain, because it's close to a river. There was overflow last year, and the rain really destroyed the city of Imola. It's an agricultural city, destroyed the city and made that place inhabitable for months. So they were all praised for Imola, but we thank God that they are back on their feet now for them to host a race in F1. The track was re-signed back in 2020, and since then they've been on. They tried getting back in 2017, but due to legal disputes that prevented them, it didn't occur. A whole lot of events have been held there. The lap record in Imola is still held by Lewis Hamilton, the W11 EQ Performance 2020 Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. That's a time of 1 minute 15 seconds 4.84 tenths. While the unofficial all-time track record is by Valtteri Bottas of 1 minute 13 seconds 6.09 tenths. That was set by Valtteri Bottas. Now, like I said, a lot of races have been around there. Like, I know it's great to be back in Imola. The paddock tickets, a lot of tickets have sold out, and the paddock for Friday to Sunday are still available for about 5,653 euros. Most of other grandstand 3, 4, 5 all are sold out. Everything sold out. The tickets are sold out, totally sold out. That means Imola is really coming back, and they're coming back with all their efforts. They really want to get back on track and make racing around there great. Now let's go to the tires to be used for this race. The Pirelli data shows that the traction, that's the grip level, is about 2/5. Half of the race is all about braking, not major things. Lateral, you have half of the race being lateral, but the tire stress is a little bit high. That's half of the race. The asphalt grip is high, very high, 5/5. Asphalt abrasion 5/5. The downforce is 3. It's a medium downforce track in which the wing levels will change. Now the tire compounds will be the softest range in Pirelli. That's the C3, C4, C5, and the C3 will be the hardest tire. That's the hard tire, the white compound. The C4 will be the medium tire, and the C5 will be the soft tires. Friday we are expecting light showers. The temperature should be around 24 degrees. Saturday, sunny, cloudy, very sunny, 24 degrees. Sunday, 22 degrees, temperature drop, and it's going to be sunny. Now it's a 63 lap race, 19 corners, and as you know, the first race was held in 1980. Now let's look at the past years. 2020, Lewis Hamilton won the Emilia Romagna with Bottas starting on pole in 2020. In 2021, Lewis Hamilton started on pole, but Max Verstappen won the race. In 2022, we had a sprint race. Max Verstappen won the sprint race from Charles Leclerc and won the main race ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez. And those were the years of Max Verstappen dominance and the Red Bull dominance. And that's how they've been doing the race. They've been winning the race. But thank God, like I said, the Emilia Romagna is back, and there are going to be lots of actions this weekend. We are having teams bringing upgrades. Mercedes are bringing more upgrades. Red Bull are bringing upgrades because they know that they've not moved forward. They are bringing upgrades. Ferrari are bringing their full upgrades. They've tested in Fiora, and they said they are gaining 4 tenths. But I believe they're gaining more than 4 tenths with that upgrade. They are coming like fire, like wildfire. Oscar Piastri will get the full details of his upgrades for the race. Some other few teams like us, they are bringing their upgrade. They have tested it, so they know that they want to be ahead of the VCAB and possibly the Alpine. But the Alpine have moved forward. The Aston Martin are right in the space between Alpine and VCAB, so they need to bring upgrades to know where they really are. But they are not bringing upgrades this weekend. I'm not sure they are bringing upgrades, but let's see if McLaren will bring their upgrades, because they said they are bringing more upgrades to make up for their last race, because they won the race, so they want to see how far they can bring more upgrades to challenge Red Bull. Everybody wants to challenge Red Bull. This race is going to be very, very interesting, but I hope the Ferrari will not put themselves under unnecessary pressure, but I still think the Ferrari will win the race easily. Not because they are bringing upgrades or because it's their home race, but I believe they can win the race because they've not really brought anything this year and they've really developed the car. They've really been able to learn the car and move the car forward and get it closer to McLaren. Even if they are not close to Red Bull, they're about 4 tenths away from Red Bull on race pace or race conditions. So bringing more upgrades should give them a handful of opportunity. Meanwhile, Red Bull are bringing upgrades also, so it should give them a handful of opportunity to wrestle or battle the Red Bull. It's going to be a nice race and it's going to be a very interesting race. So watch out for Emilia Romagna. Get all your informations, all the tits and bits you need to get here, right here on X on F1. I love you guys. Thank you for listening. I love you. Bye. Cheers.